Yeah, there is a happy end to the story because she jumped in as soon as I got out to lead her up the flight of stairs. I hopped out of the seat, and then she got out of the back seat, and then just hopped directly into my seat, and then stole my car.
So welcome back, everybody. Minty off camera was telling us that he's having a little bit. Who was running out of dick space? Was that you, Minty?
No, that's just a. I'm not going to go any further with that. No, I think Boris ran out of space under the desk.
Oh, it was Boris? That's right. Yeah. Sorry, Minty. I'm wrongly accusing.
I wouldn't mind running out of dick
GTA
space.
We played GTA for so long yesterday and recorded all of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That by the end I was both out of disk space and the ability to talk. And therefore my C's and my S's tended to get mixed, leading to an unfortunate
comedy moment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought that was worth bringing up because it's going to be, I'm not sure that will actually go into an episode, will it? Maybe,
I can't
maybe
remember.
not. Can't remember, yeah. Might
Unless
have just
it's
been...
an outtake, yeah, a perfect, the bloopers reel.
Oh, yeah, the bloopers, the Nidd bloopers reel is fantastic.
I would argue that is my entire channel.
So I explained to Nordic about what's going on with the post office and how, now that I've paid him, he can be getting on with the waypoints for things. Because the post office van, the price included setting the waypoints.
Ah.
So that way I could get deliveries straight to my door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that he doesn't need to leave his house.
And I see Nordic's also started his deep space base.
Mm-hmm.
Is he even further out now?
He's got a deep space base. It's about 100 kilometers or something.
Yep.
Oh. Me as
I noted the only thing he found the other day in his exploration episode was Mir's base. He was looking around to see if he could find anything in the darkness of the corners of this area, and he happened across the Mir's base tucked away.
There's talking about Mia. Mia is wondering how come Boris managed to end up dying in my factory ship when the factory ship was moving, but the ship had gravity. Does having gravity?
It's supposed to. It makes it less worse than flying around in a ship that's moving, but with a bit of lag, you glitch through walls and suffocate.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. Plus, I wasn't walking. Is that slower? I wasn't expecting the ship to be moving.
Yeah.
That was that's been stationary the entire time. Hence why I haven't built a med bay and just used that.
Yeah.
Now that it's movable.
It has actually moved quite a lot. It's just not usually moving when you're on.
Or not very far. It stayed around the base.
No, it's been out doing deep space mining while Anubiz wasn't looking.
I've also noted some things, and when I have issues welding or grinding, I've found that they seem to be directly related to whether or not I'm standing on the surface or nearby the surface that I'm trying to weld or grind.
Oh, really?
As soon as I put my jetpack on and try and do it, it seems to come good again. The small experiments I am doing whilst they're building my base.
I kind of missed. I haven't been that interested in GTA 5 until, well, the series, yes, but the actual game itself. Yeah. Until last night. Or yesterday for you.
Yeah. That was very interesting.
It was quite impressive. Quite impressive. It really felt living and breathing.
We joined a random public server. Apple and I have done this sort of thing before, but it's never gone so well. It usually just ends up with us being shot straight away. But we joined a random public server, which are usually just filled with people killing one another. And Apple, Sal, Minty and I, that's who it was. And we all got ourselves some police cars and pretended to be cops. We tried to police the server. We pulled a couple of people over. One person, 2 people were actually compliant. I really like when you role playing a little bit, doing something silly in a public server, and another person just joins in.
Yeah.
And plays along.
They understood straight away what was happening and sort of gave in, put up a little bit of resistance. We tried to jail someone. They weren't too happy about that.
Well, you took them down a back alley rather than into a prison cell. I think that...
that was another person. I tried to lead her up a flight of stairs, and I didn't know what I was going to do when I got there, but that was closest.
A little bit shady.
I was typing things in chat.
Looking back at it, I could see why she didn't.
I mean, imagine doing that in real life. Questions.
I think I was typing things like in chat, like Boris is harmless, don't worry. And
I was trying to deal out justice, and
in the sake of some, not the quite normal police justice.
There is a happy end to the story, because she jumped in as soon as I got out to lead her up the flight of stairs. I hopped out of the seat, and then she got out of the back seat, and then just hopped directly into my seat, and then stole my car.
But then a little bit later, after she realised that we were genuinely harmless, at least mostly, she asked for assistance with somebody who was going around the server killing people. And then we recruited a temporary police force to help us hunt down like this rogue player. And it all got very interesting from that point on, because there was 20 people on the server, and at least 15 of them belonged to the police force.
And we no longer were the... Oh, I better not build that close to you. We were no longer in control of it. It had a life of its own.
It did.
We left the server with a functioning police force in place. And they were beginning to organize robbers, because everyone was part of the police force. So they were organizing people to be the robbers and to run away.
It was a very interesting experiment to instigate something and then run away.
That's what we did.
Interested to see how it turned out. And even more, there was a hacker on the server, because there's GTA Online, so there's a hacker on every single server. Yeah. Except this guy had stopped blowing people up and throwing money using limp penises. There's a guy that does that. But he stopped doing that, and then started spawning specific cars for the police force, and he became your friendly neighborhood hacker, bringing in things that are useful for the role play.
It was changing the stigma of hackers, They're not all bad guys. They're not all anarchists.
And some just want to
use their
enable
skills for
people
good.
to-
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I've probably made enough space for everything down the back there. There's left a few dents and things.
Oops.
Yep, looks like enough space.
I shall go head down the other side.
It's funny, my son watches me play Space Engineers and pronounces it to be the most boring game in the world. He is only 11, but he saw me welding something the other week, and he said, "Can I have a go?" And I said, "Certainly," and off he went, just welding away. And he had the greatest time. He said, "I even like the sound of it when it welds."
Yeah.
I said, "See, see." But then again, that was 5 minutes, and then he said it was the most boring game in the world again. So,
It's I guess it's the sort of game that I found it boring to start with, and then the Stockholm syndrome set in.
and something
Now,
told you
900
otherwise.
hours later, it's still going. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's something just very cathartic about it.
I fell in love with it the very first time I saw it. I watched some YouTubers. It was Good. I was watching Good, who plays Minecraft, and I was watching. He announced there was a new thing. We're doing Space Engineers today, and I watched it. And before the end of the episode, I knew it was going to cost me several £1,000s to buy a computer to do that, and it did.
And that's what I'm about to do as well.
Yeah, because in total, in order to fit a new computer, I needed a new desk, which meant that I needed a new wardrobe, and I needed to completely lay out the guest room, the back bedroom, better.
You got acreage eventually.
Yeah. I needed to be able to fit everything in, yeah, about £3,000 in total. This game cost me.
That's impressive. What a good game can do to you.
Yeah, indeed. However, as a result, I have met everybody on this server, everybody on the JFS server, and I've just been having a whale of a time. So, yeah, when all I thought I was going to be doing was playing Space Engineers in my back bedroom.
It's strange how things work out.
It is. So, Minty, where am I safe to drill? Is it above your head or below you?
Anywhere, even my dead body. As soon as I'm dead, I'll tell you that area that you drilled was not safe.
Okay.
Let's see, where are you? Oh, yeah, all right. I can see you. I'm working my way down.
I'll avoid.
I'll move to the other side, and then you can drill anywhere you want.
Okay. Well, I'll go above you, because drilling near scaffolding is...
Yeah, true.
It's nothing else survive.
Oh, sorry, I've been forgetting to say I've done absolutely everything wrong.
Oh yeah, of course. Every 2 minutes.
Oh, goodness. All right. I've done everything wrong. I've done that wrong over there, this wrong here. I'm probably going to do something wrong in a minute. Sorry, just had to catch up.
That worked.
Yeah, absolutely. You make a very good Anubis, except for that you got wrong, forgetting to how many times you're supposed to get things wrong.
That's right. And apparently the two things that Canadians and Scots share is the pronunciation of the word about.
Really?
Apparently.
How do you pronounce bus?
Bus. Not bus, but bus.
Yeah, that's
And,
not like Canadian.
And the one word that my son seems to get told that he says differently is book and look, and is that is that ooh sound?
Book, Luke, kook.
Still.
Have I? Oh, how did I manage that? I've just managed. I wondered why something strange was happening. I just managed to switch off all my thrusters. Oh no, and I'm still. Something very strange is going on. I'm actually rising. Unintentionally.
It's quite amazing, Boris. I finished a wall and I turned around and.
Oh yeah, inertia dampeners. Good call, Boris. I've obviously.
That gets people every time.
I've not had my hood up, and I guess I must have hit my Z key at some point.
Yeah, when I'm not looking, Boris has managed to build the connector just over my shoulder, and I don't even notice. Such a
Does
quiet
anyone
work.
need large steel tubes, construction components, solar cells, or metal grids? Like right now?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Well, I'll just let those ones fly off into the distance.
How about where are they?
They're gone. As Apple would say, casualties of war.
Oh well, I'm sure next deep clean. I discovered that when you fire components out into space, I was talking to Mira about this, yeah, there are certain things that are not auto trash removed.
Really?
Yeah, so I think the stone pebbles that I've been ejecting get picked up by the auto trash, but components don't.
Oh, I thought anything
should
that
have
moved.
the limit though, shouldn't they? There's a 64.
Yeah, that works with pebbles.
A limit of 64.
It doesn't work with components and things.
That's interesting.
I know that used to be the case, but it's been a long time since I've done that.
And
because I would actually test that when it was first added to the game, putting 64 things in a line and then popping one more out and watching the first one disappear.
However,
that's apparently all I had to do that Saturday night.
I was going to say, whatever entertains you is fine. I might, every so now and then, quite often, I completely either misunderstand or can forget or misinterpret. Anyway, something that Mia's told me. When I ask him again, it turns out I got completely the wrong end of the stick, so I might have again. But
oh yeah, it's been a long time since I've followed anything to do with server management and space engineers. Mia knows things now.
Yeah.
So I've forgotten.
He's clued up.
I think there was something to do with the fear that a component and a manufactured grid can be too easily confused by something or something.
And I thought anything that was moving at a constant speed was included in the trash removal.
Well, there was certainly some hundreds of bags of gravel, and lots and lots and lots of steel plates were floating through space the last time that Mia did a deep clean.
The bags of gravel wouldn't have been me. That sounds like something Anubiz would do.
No,
He
that was-
jettisons.
That was
gravel.
me.
Oh, that was you as well.
yeah. Because I was.
Yeah,
Steel plates. Sorry.
Well, I wish there was a functionality in the game that you could destroy objects with.
There
Yeah.
is.
Some
Well, that's what I
What-
thought I was doing.
Where is it?
what is it?
I'm sure I saw it. Am I thinking of this game?
I don't think so. Disassemble, but you can't disassemble stone
Yeah, the actual ore,
gravel.
like stone. Yeah, if you want to get rid of all your stone,
and.
instead of having to store it and
I'm-
take up. But if you found
I'm
something for us,
confused. I think I've got about 4 games crammed into one, and now I'm confused. Too many games with inventory management.
It's a stage, you know.
yeah. Like for instance, lava in Minecraft. You can just drop anything in the lava in Minecraft and
Yeah.
be done with it.
So what you can do with stone, Minty, is if you put a connector on a ship that you are very careful only stone can get into, and then you
Yes.
can eject it while you fly.
Right. Yeah. I thought that was one of the
Yeah.
ways of doing it,
So you can do it
and then
with
it will be garbage disposed of.
yeah. So you can do it with stone, but if you do it with gravel, then you just end up with several thousand bags of gravel hurtling through space at a rate of knots.
Yes. Just like real life space.
Except only at 104 meters per second.
Indeed.
Just like real life again. Everyone knows it's as fast as things can go.
Speed of light.
That's it. Exactly.
Oh, has anybody
Yeah, but-
seen the effects of the jump drive thingy? The special effects. That it's quite
As Anubiz calls it, the cheesy,
yeah.
fadey.
Yes.
It's really
It's
good.
stretchy.
Yeah.
I really like it.
It's very 80s.
So am I. There you go.
Yes.
And with that, that's the end of the episode.
Bye, everybody.
See you
Bye.
later.
Bye.